Hey, welcome to February 2022 Oracle reading. In 2001, October 19th, 2001 to be exact, I received my very first set of Oracle cards in the Native American tradition. They're called medicine cards, and I have loved them ever since. I go back to them for a more settled feeling anytime that I want to give myself a reading or some encouragement or to see if I'm on the right path. They are definitely a set of cards that are worn down from lots of use. So using them for you today, I have pulled 3 cards as usual. And if you've not done or watched one of my Oracle readings before, here's how it goes. So you just choose a number. I pull 3 cards, and the cards are meant to, or your card is meant to represent your theme for the month of February 2022. So I tap into the energy of February 2022, and whichever number resonates with you best is the card that you will choose, and that is your theme for the month of February in 2022. So let's get started, shall we? I'm coming to you from my living room, and I've got my coworker, Dexter, so he won't be whining at the door this month. If you saw last month's Oracle reading, yeah, he's like, let me in, I want to be there too. Want me to read your Oracle too, Dex? Yeah, maybe I'll get to him next. Okay, so the medicine cards are all animals, and so your card will be an animal of some kind, and all animals have meaning. So just for a moment, take a deep breath. And now I'm going to say a number, and feel in your body or intuit in your own way, whether it's like you hear the number or you feel it in your body or you see the number, which number resonates with you. And I'm going to say it will be an instant recognition that that's the number for you. All right, so 1, 2, or 3. And so whichever number resonates with you, you can either watch this whole video or fast forward to the card that is yours for this month. If you are card number 1, you have chosen the prairie dog. Now, in these medicine cards, there's a little poem that goes with each card, and then there's a whole write-up of it. I'm going to read the poem for you, okay? Prairie dog. Prairie dog calls me when it's time to rest, when it's time to honor the internal quest. I go into retreat so I may see a way to replenish the potential in me. Okay, if you have chosen card number 1, prairie dog, you might be burning the candle at both ends. You might be taking on too much. If you've listened to my podcast recently or any of my works, you'll know that my theme for the entire year of 2022 is simplicity, because of that wanting to do so much, and because I love it. I love to do all the work that I do, but it's too much. And burning the candle at both ends doesn't support anybody well, does it? So it's time for you to retreat. It's time for you to take a freaking break. I actually sent a little post-it note in the mail to someone recently that said, give yourself a fucking break. Because I wanted her to put it up somewhere so she could see it readily every day. Just doing too much and thinking too much and beating oneself up because they're not doing more is not useful. If you're doing that, then it's time to retreat. On the other hand, you might be kind of doing okay, but you might need to recharge. So for example, I'm totally much better the last couple of months, or the last 6 weeks or so, because of this new simplicity theme for me. However, I still want to retreat. I'm literally going on a little retreat, a solo retreat in the next couple of weeks here. I'm going in my camper and gonna go and take my dog with me and write and read and do yoga, and because it feels good to my soul. I know that I will come back a better spouse, a better parent, a better person for you. I just know that that it's necessary. And when we get so busy in our lives, it's hard to recognize that in ourselves, but you need that. And it doesn't mean that you have to go away anywhere, although it could. But, take a retreat in your room for a few hours or something, right? Maybe that's all that you need, but do it. It's necessary, especially if you've chosen card number 1, prairie dog. Go do that now. Card number 2, you have chosen the blue heron. The blue heron, and I will read the poem for you. Blue heron, thank you, sacred water bird, for sending reflections to me. The mirrors of the quest for life, the worlds that live inside of me. Show me how relationships work, with my path woven within the whole, the lessons of kinship with all of life, reflecting my spirit's eternal goal. Okay, this is actually, it kind of goes hand in hand with card number 1, because what we're talking about here is being self-aware. I think that the difference might be, especially in the fertility world, what I find is that people are really self-aware and then they beat themselves up for every little tiny mistake that they make. And so what blue heron energy is saying is one of two things. One, being aware of the feelings that are happening inside of you and not trying to run away, really being aware of them. And 2, if you're aware of them and you're making this translation into, oh my God, I'm screwing up, what a terrible human I am, it's time to back up and look at these things objectively. Okay, so if you are experiencing one of those two things, one, not being fully aware of your feelings, or being aware but running away from them, or wanting to make it better now. I can't feel this anxiety. I can't, and I can't feel this sadness. I have to run away. Or I can't feel this anger. I have to get rid of it somehow. It's bad, bad, bad. No, it's not. They're useful. They're supposed to be there because they're guiding you towards something. So it's time to look into a mirror, look at the sadness, look at the anger, look at the frustration, anxiety, worry, doubt, and ask yourself, what is this telling me? What is this telling me about myself? And what is this telling me about what I need to do next? If you are number 2 on the other side, thinking, oh my God, I see all the feels, I notice all of them, I'm screwing up, I'm such a bad person, blah, 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 then it's time to look in the mirror and say, what are these feelings telling me? How are they guiding me? How are my mistakes guiding me? How am I learning and growing from those? And you can tell that it's all, card number 2, an act of self-compassion to look at yourself in this way. So if you are curious about self-compassion, by the way, on my YouTube channel, I have a whole year-long series on self-compassion. Highly recommend it. They are very short exercises to do on a weekly basis. So helpful. But regardless, you can just take the month of February, this is your theme, and that is to pay attention to the feelings that you have and simply allow them to guide you. You're not beating yourself up. You're not trying to run away from the feelings. You're noticing the feelings, staying with them, and asking yourself, how are these guiding me right now? That is such an emotionally intelligent way to handle the feels, to handle all the feelings inside. Okay. If you have chosen card number 3, you've chosen Buffalo. And this is quite an auspicious card because Buffalo is about bounty. Buffalo is about abundance. When the Native Americans saw, especially white buffalo, there was this understanding that all good things are coming to pass. So this means dreams coming true for you. This means at least movement in the direction of your dreams. However, there's a caveat here for you that when you have this realization, oh my God, all my dreams are coming true, yay! There's this initial excitement, but especially with these medicine cards, the energy of them is always a reverence, and a gratitude. So I want you to sit with the feeling of all my wishes are coming true. I am so damn thankful. I am so grateful that they're on their way to me. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels, whomever you might think, maybe even yourself. It doesn't matter. Sitting in a state of gratitude and thankfulness and reverence for these things finally coming your way is very important with the Buffalo card. All right, so if you have the Buffalo card, please sit with the awareness that your dreams, your wishes are making their way to you. It's like they're right on the brink. It's like right there. And please sit in calm, reverent gratitude for that. Okay, this is your Oracle reading for February 2022. And please hit subscribe and forward this to others that would like to hear more about the Oracle readings. Every month they're free. Just head on over to my website, drmariarothenberger.com, and sign up for the newsletter right there. You'll get the newsletter every month and the Oracle reading every month. You can unsubscribe at any time, obviously. And thank you for that in advance. I will see you next month. Take care. All right, so no on one hand. Okay, I don't know if you just heard that. That is really stinking creepy. Do you get the feeling that you're being like listened to and watched? When you have this blue buffalo, Blue Buffalo is the brand name for my dog's food and the cat's food. It's not Blue Buffalo, it's just Buffalo. What was I even fucking saying?